What's up, little jellies? Rusty and I coming back at you with some more jelly.
Hell yeah.
Today's topic, Rusty actually wanted to talk about himself. Surprisingly, he's not very prepared. But, interesting topic nonetheless. Aliens.
Yeah. It started because I was listening to some green texts, and it was particularly about this one case. I think it's called like the Zephreta case or something like that. Give me a sec. Mm,
It's actually really funny that you put on SpongeBob as just like a background visual for us, because early on, I think it's sometime in episode one, SpongeBob hijacks like Sandy's rocket, and he
that's
thinks he
that's
goes to
not that's not episode one.
season one. That's what I
Yeah,
said.
it is later on, but it does happen.
I don't remember it being season one, but SpongeBob hijacks Sandy's rocket, thinks he's in space on the moon or something, and then he just nets up all of his friends.
Yeah. He says that they're all aliens. Where is it? Fuck.
Hmm.
What?
Nothing. Just a bunch of strange Discord notifications from I don't know how to exactly explain it. From a friend's Discord. But
Zanfretta case. That's what it's called. It's called the Zanfretta case. And in it, at least the version I was listening to, they mentioned like a dude described like the alien he saw. 'Cause the whole thing was he was like a security guard, and he went to go check out the place that he was working at,
mm-hmm.
and he saw like a figure like hunched moving around the proximity, and it turns out he described it as like a 10-foot tall like lizard man
Oh God,
wearing like weird baggy clothes.
don't like it.
um and I guess people had identified it as a specific species of alien, um as a reptilian alien, and how like it is one of the more aggressive species. So that got me thinking.
They have a log.
Yeah, someone out there has logged, or maybe multiple people have logged different sort of alien species that humanity has come into contact with, supposedly.
Um, Whenever we talk about aliens, like whenever I'm in any conversation that we talk about aliens, like seriously, I always think of one of my favorite quotes. Um,
Oh, this is real aliens.
Whether we're
This is invasive species.
oh, like like animals that aren't supposed to be in like areas that they are. Anyway, whether we're alone in the universe or not, it's what the
I
I'm
don't
not
know.
old. Whether we're alone in the universe or not, both possibilities are equally as terrifying. Which immediately got me back to thinking,
All right, here we go. We got a Wikipedia
you
list.
fucker. Which immediately got me to thinking,
Sorry, I just remembered a connection. You can keep
people,
going.
um, people always assume like most renditions of aliens are like always humanoid, like almost always bipedal with two hands. Typically, like most that I've seen are like 3 to 6 fingers, something like that.
I have a little um anecdote. So the type of alien that you were describing, well, I'm blanketing it a little bit, but most of the time, the little green/gray men,
Yeah,
they're collectively known as the Greys, and because scientific research has told us that aliens probably don't look like that, it has been theorized, and I say that term loosely,
yeah.
that they are
Hypothesized.
instead a future version of humanity who has come back to sort of study us.
Really?
Yeah,
That's strange.
because like this is a version of humanity that has evolved to adapt to living in like 0G, and so you wouldn't need strong limbs necessarily, and you would, obviously do a lot of the big brain stuff. So you need a lot of capacity.
That's a really weird theory.
It is.
I have never heard that before.
I only know because I have looked extensively into this over the years. But I just remembered a connection to one of our previous episodes. The weird Ohio creatures.
Mm-hmm.
So this dude, the Zanfretta dude, excuse me, he was abducted multiple times, and in one of the times he was abducted, he claimed to have seen an amphibian-like creature in one of the aliens' like test tubes.
What?
Whenever he asked about it, he was told that by them that they were like a rival species. And in the story I heard, they said that there's a chance it could have been the Loveland Frogman, that it could have been the same type of thing.
Yeah. That's. Yeah, I love shit like this because like you can't really gauge how true it is. It's, to me, this is a lot like the geodes having healing powers, but like this is a lot more interesting to me.
I feel like it's a lot easier to disprove like geodes having powers,
Mm-hmm.
because other than, like logic, you don't have much to go against what these people say. But I have pulled up a list of different supposed extraterrestrial beings.
I play Overwatch.
Yeah.
Oh, Miranda's here. Let's get her jelly on screen.
Sounded a little disappointing.
You're gonna be out of sync.
Oh, Miranda's here.
Oh, great.
Were you streaming?
No.
Oh, okay. I wanted to make sure I wasn't interrupting
I was
that.
doing really good as Moira, and then I was like, I'm bored of playing Moira.
All right, now we gotta plug her stream. We'll
No.
leave that in the we'll leave that in the description.
https twitch.tv/Felpy.
There you go. All right. So I have here a list of supposed alien beings that people have encountered. Actually, before we kick that off, I do believe Miranda has a story.
No.
No?
You don't got no alien stories?
Well, it's stupid.
Just share. Just share.
Yeah, that's what we talk about. We talk about stupid shit.
I don't know if it's gonna have a decent. Me? It's a list.
Yeah,
It's a really
The
long
first
list.
The first list of many that we're gonna read through.
All right. Is that okay? Miranda, say something.
My back hurts.
That'll pick up just fine.
Yeah, probably.
She'll be slightly
Right
quieter.
there. I see.
Yeah. Okay. As long as it's in your line of sight and you're looking at it. There you go.
I don't look at anything. I look at the floor.
Look at D's. All right. So first on the list is the Flatwoods Monster, which they actually do use as an alien in Fallout 76. But that's probably the first and last time I'm ever going to be mentioning that game.
Yeah,
I
probably.
hate you.
Why?
Huh?
Why do you hate me?
I hate Lucy.
Oh, I think it's Rusty.
No.
But the Flatwoods Monster, if you don't know what it looks like, it's a tall humanoid with a spade-shaped head.
Nice.
It was. I can look up a picture
I
if
thought
you
you
would
had
like.
a picture if you had a list.
Here it is.
Look, it's stupid.
It does look stupid,
It looks pretty dumb, yeah.
but it's like it's theorized to have had like a suit of some kind. That's an apparatus.
I don't know, man. That picture kind of looks like the high res image that would be in like an N64 manual. Like they have the
It
high
look-
res version,
it
and then when
it
you
look-
play the game, and it's like that doesn't look anything like the manual.
Potatoed.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then we have the Greys, which I've also, talked about. Gray-skinned humanoids, usually 3 to 4 feet tall, hairless with large heads, black almond-shaped eyes, nostrils without a nose, slits for mouths, no ears, and 3 to 4 fingers, including the thumb. Greys have been the predominant extraterrestrial beings of alleged alien contact since the 60s. Yes, she is.
I don't know. I think if we ever were to encounter aliens, whether it was mankind sending out a satellite,
I think they would be almost unknowable.
or them reaching out to us, I think they would be like
Hard to look
nearly
at.
Like the
incomprehensible.
movie Nope.
Yeah, like the movie Nope.
They did a good
They,
job.
they
of
would
that.
be hard to fathom. They would be unlike almost anything you have seen before. You know, at the odds of running into an alien that is both intelligent and somewhat recognizable as like an Earth thing is very low.
Well, I mean, the universe itself is infinite. So eventually there would be other people who look close enough to humans that we can recognize them,
Isn't
but
there that like one world that they said is like almost Earth?
There's a few of them.
They're-
We
Yeah.
have
They
found
freak
a
out about
handful.
there's
other
a
people
handful
being
of
there.
planets that could be used as like
They actually have a term for Earth-like planets that are massive. They're called super Earths.
Wow.
Yeah, I know, creative, right? They're scientists. They're not writers.
I remember like a long time ago, everyone was freaking out because someone said that there were aliens on it. That they found alien life forms.
It's
I mean, yes.
And that was probably around the time they said the world was ending.
astronomy and extraterrestrial life are fields I have been very interested in from a young age, so I know a good amount of stuff about that. And there are many, many Earth-like planets that we have found. They're all dozens of light years away, but it's still neat to look at.
Reaching them is probably not something that we're going to do in our lifetime.
Yeah, and if there is life there, it's like it might be microbial at this stage, if
Yeah.
at all.
Well, I don't know. It depends. Were they closer to the Big Bang than we were? If they are just in like microscopic life forms, they're taking their time. Because like we're fully developed creatures with our own societies, hundreds of languages.
You also have to take into account how long it took for our planet to form and our solar system to form.
That's true. That's true.
Because so I also don't think that how close they were to the Big Bang is the right way to say it. Because it was everything coming from a singularity.
How like when their planet formed, I suppose would be the best way to put it.
Yeah, I don't know.
You can't have life until you have atmosphere, sunlight.
There is actually a theory.
Till you have atmosphere, like you have like the
There's a
dim
lot of
lights,
those,
the
actually.
candle, the violin music.
There's a theory. It's called panspermia. What?
Ham's Labyrinth.
No.
He said sperm.
But the idea is that life started actually on another planet, but through asteroid impact, was launched and put here.
That's stupid.
Is it?
I think that's a little bit stupid.
Why?
What evidence is there?
Oh, it's just a theory. Because we don't have any fossils of the earliest life forms. We have close to it, but we don't have anything that is definitively the first being. You know?
All right. Well, I mean, I guess
So, and we know that billions of years ago, Mars was covered in water. In fact, it was very, very much similar to Earth, but a little bit smaller.
Somebody joined Moonbell.
Talos,
Like
the king of the Nords.
Yeah.
You made a Reddit post? What does that have to do with anything?
About the server.
Oh, okay, cool. Where were we? Talking about aliens.
Aliens, the very first life forms.
Oh,
came
yes,
from an
yes,
asteroid.
yes. Because if you look at like tardigrades and stuff, they can survive in space, just like in hibernation.
Mm-hmm.
So it's possible that, if life did once exist on a nearby planet such as Mars, and an asteroid hit it, it's possible that that could have been brought here. Now, I'm not saying I don't personally believe this. I think that we came to be here, and this is all we've ever known. But that's also just a theory. The thing with science is you don't really know.
There's a lot of stuff that unless it's well documented, we're just never gonna know what happened.
Exactly. Science, the way science works is it's not definitively the truth unless you can prove it all the way. Like without a shadow of a doubt. So like that's why it's always theory this and theory that, even though it's likely true. It's because, it's just true so long as far as we know it is true.
Yes.
Is basically the best way to put it. But next up on the list, we have the Hopkinsville. Actually, before we move on, I want to talk about the Greys. I want to talk about the Roswell incident.
Before you do that, I think my favorite illustration of the Greys is the South Park versions. They're like 8 feet tall. They're like paper thin because they're made with construction paper. But I think those are my favorites, especially the way they speak.
And they speak like really stupid.
Yeah, they kind of just make like bebop noises. It's like it's very clearly a human just going.
Didn't they just show up in like the first episode?
Yeah.
Cartman gets an anal probe.
Yeah.
That's how they start the show. That's fucking incredible to me.
God, I gotta find somewhere to watch South Park again. I miss that show.
I do believe it's on Paramount Plus.
I'm too
It's
poor
on
for
something.
that.
God damn it! Are you furiously texting?
No.
You taking Snapchats of me?
No, sorry.
Oh. Need everyone to see how fabulous I am.
So
I did a hair flip, but no one can see it.
the Roswell incident is a very famous sort of supposed alien crash
Okay.
that occurred in the late 40s in Roswell, New Mexico.
Oh, creative.
Yeah, I mean, what the? If you want something to be known, you're not gonna call it like, oh, the crash of 47.
The Conolingus crash.
The Conolingus crash. Where all the pussy eaters fell to Earth.
It's like the stock market crash, but everyone just stopped doing it.
They outlawed it. It's like the prohibition. You have speakeasies where you go and just eat poon. Anyways, lesbians would be a lot less popular. They were if one of their main activities was illegal.
You know what, dude? If the world ever gets
imagine though, you would get arrested if you had video evidence of someone eating someone else out. That's a weird world to think about.
It's like, God, well, how?
Why did cunnilingus come to mind for you?
I don't know. It's the first word with more than 3 syllables that came to mind.
I learned a silly word today.
What's that?
It's diplopia.
Diplopia?
Yeah.
What does that mean?
It's like seeing double. It's
Oh,
like
okay.
a medical word for like seeing double.
Yeah, it's because
It
whenever
sounds
you're
really funny.
whenever you're nearsighted, I believe it's myopia. Because optics, like
Okay, go
eyes,
on.
like your peepers.
Okay, go on.
What's up, Slay Queen Pussy Bosses?
Isaac, you can't say that.
I'm sorry.
We're stream podcasting. That's what it's called.
There you go.
Oh,
You
I'm
guessed.
stupid.
We're talking about aliens.
Oh. I'm sorry.
Well, I mean,
It's okay, dude.
Yeah.
We're not gonna get canceled because of it. It's all right.
We're
So-
not gonna get cancer.
yeah, definitely not that. The Roswell incident is the 1947 recovery of balloon debris from a ranch near Corona, New Mexico, by the United States Army Air Forces officers from Roswell Army Airfield. And the conspiracy theories, decades later, claiming that the debris involved a flying saucer, and that the truth had been covered up by the United States government. On July 8th, 1947, Roswell Army Airfield issued a press release stating that they had recovered a, quote, flying disc. The Army quickly retracted the statement and said that the crashed object was a conventional weather balloon. Oh yeah, sorry we mixed that up, guys. It was a weather balloon.
I remember that.
It's really weird, isn't it? You would think that out of the gate.
Do you remember earlier this year when the government released
Real UFO footage? They really said, we don't know what the fuck this stuff is, guys.
They released real photographs of alien aircrafts, and everyone was like, "Yeah, okay."
Yeah, I feel like that's something that should have blown up more, right?
Mhm.
Because I believe it's two videos. It's two videos of like U.S. trained Air Force pilots saying, "What is that?"
It was just so casual. They were just like, here. And
Yeah,
everyone was like, okay.
It's like, guys, what is this thing? It's like it's moving real fast. So it must be like a common occurrence, right? If they're so casual about it.
I don't think so, man.
The internet was probably still debating on whether or not birds were real or something like that.
It's too busy talking about COVID and Trump.
First of all, birds aren't real. Second,
We,
yes,
we already covered this.
Good.
Didn't we already cover this?
Mhm.
Or was that something I looked into afterwards?
No. The episode that we had with Paco, we brought up that birds are drones,
Oh, that's right. Yep.
and they had been systematically killed off and replaced with very convincing. Quit licking my leg. Very convincing camera drones.
Perfect.
I also feel like it's important to distinguish
These?
dumb, stupid conspiracy theories like the birds and like actual plausible ones like
On
this.
TikTok,
But what
there
about the
was someone
bees?
talking about how the Earth is actually a dome, and there's like entities observing us.
Weren't we saying something like that?
I don't think we
With
did.
like
On,
the Hollow Earth
I
theory?
don't think we did on the podcast. I do remember having something like that, or maybe you were telling me of like a DC comic book arc where like Earth was being observed by aliens or some shit. I don't know.
And she was just so casual about it. She was just like, "Yeah, we all know that this."
Yeah, we all know.
And I was like, "Huh?"
We all know it belongs to planet XA37.
All right, so
You know, in the spiraling butthole galaxy.
in the prolapse anus galaxy.
In the Howie Mandel
All right.
galaxy.
So the Roswell incident did not surface again until the late 70s when retired Lieutenant Colonel Jesse Marcel, in an interview with ufologist Stanton Friedman. Ufologist is a real term, by the way.
Ufologist?
Yeah, it's someone
That
who
sounds like
researches UFOs.
That sounds like a cryptozoologist.
That's what
Right?
Lemon
It's a bullshit. It's a bullshit topic in science.
Lemon
But it's
Lemon
cool.
says it.
Just a bullshit profession.
Yes, he does. He says ufology. Yes, it's all real. It's touch-tone telephone, right?
Yeah,
Which is all about conspiracy theories, anyways.
Do people get paid for cryptozoology?
probably.
I hope so.
I don't know.
Who else is gonna look into the weird bullshit in the world?
Hey, we need more
I'll look
funding.
into weird bullshit.
We need more
You don't get
funding
paid for it.
for our
Oh.
gnome stakeout.
I think it's probably like a Kickstarter. I think that they go off of crowdfunding.
Oh, really?
Why'd you do that? Why in the hell would you do that?
He
You
just-
silly goof.
Bitch
No.
yanked my phone out my hand.
No, you dropped it. It was the reptoids.
I was maybe spit my monster everywhere. Jesus.
All right.
Um,
Resurfaced in the 70s.
As he believed the debris retrieved was extraterrestrial, ufologists began promoting a variety of increasingly elaborate conspiracy theories, claiming that one or more alien spacecraft had crash landed and that the extraterrestrial occupants had been recovered by the military, which then engaged in a cover-up. In 1994, the U.S. Air Force published a report identifying the crashed object as a nuclear test surveillance balloon from Project Mogul. Yes. A second U.S. Air Force report, published in 1997, concluded that stories of, quote, alien bodies probably stem from the test dummies being dropped from high altitude. Conspiracy theories about the event nevertheless persist, and the Roswell incident continues to be of interest in popular media.
What? Did you want yogurt?
No. I'm not a big fan of yogurt.
What?
I don't
The
eat
incident has
yogurt.
been described as the world's most
You're
famous,
stupid.
most exhaustively investigated, and most thoroughly debunked UFO claim. Thoroughly debunked. Oh no, where's the pictures?
Well, did the Mythbusters go over it?
That's something that the Mythbusters do.
What about Matt?
He probably
theory.
Roswell,
New Mexico isn't real.
he'd probably try to connect it to either Earthbound or Undertale in some
Yeah,
way.
he used to Sans' nest and he came down in a UFO for us. Yeah, it's fucking stupid. Alright, let's look at some of the conspiracy theories.
What do you mean you don't like the texture of yogurt?
I don't like the I don't know. I don't know if it's like some yogurts will have like little bits in them.
Mm,
I don't like that.
that makes sense.
For the same reason I don't like mushrooms on pizza.
I don't like mushrooms at all.
I don't like the conflicting
I
textures.
I agree though
yeah.
about the mushrooms,
yeah.
but I do like yogurt.
Greek yogurt is awesome. I love
Yogurt, when I was younger, I think it might just be like a cognitive thing. When I was younger, I used to have to take meds right before bed, and it was disgusting. So we'd crush it up, and I'd either put it in root beer or yogurt, and that's how yeah. It was terrible root beer at that point, but it's the only way that I could take that medicine because I was at that point where like I couldn't swallow medicine.
You couldn't take pills, right? Or because you're a little kid and your throat's too small.
Yeah, exactly.
Now you're traumatized. You have
Yeah,
yogurt
it's-
PTSD.
Not that yogurt trauma.
It's like how.
Yeah, I'm
What
pretty
did
sure
Nicole say? She
Oh,
can't
no.
eat beef.
can't eat beef.
She
Yeah.
can't eat steak, hamburger,
Can't eat
stuff like that.
anything.
I don't know
What
enough about the situation to fully comment.
She never told me. She
But
just
we're
said she has.
PTSD.
Yeah, she just told me she has terrible stress about it.
We're gonna go back to Alien.
Thanks.
Oh,
Nicole is an alien.
Nicole. It's an
We did have a
SCP.
person in the friend group for a while who persistently said that Alan was an alien. But I think it's
Oh
just
my-
because she didn't like him.
Oh my gosh, that reminds me. I don't want to say oh my god because I don't want to offend liberals.
You can whatever. Shut up.
Isaac, I think saying I don't want to offend liberals will offend liberals more than saying God.
Yeah.
Well, I don't care anyways.
I don't think that the liberals care about God anyways. They're the people who are like, God is a woman and stuff. So
All right. Political shit aside. Oh my God, what, Isaac?
Okay, so I probably told you about this, but this was before the podcast was even a thought. But
I've been thinking about the podcast for a while.
I had a friend named Michael, and he for a good bit. I haven't talked to him. I don't know whether or not he still believes this, but he believes that he is an SC fucking P.
He believes that he himself is an extraterrestrial being?
Yeah. He also can't keep it like continuous. Like he's proclaimed to me that he is either SCP-2341, SCP-106, or SCP fucking.
Why does he think that he's Radical Larry?
I don't fuck. I didn't even mention. Oh I know.
It
106.
kind of reminds me of my stepsister.
Yeah.
She would always try to convince everyone that she's a ghost, and I would be like, "Well, what about this? How can you do this?" And she's like, "Well, actually,"
Did you guys remember,
and add on to it.
was this like a thing in every school? Like if two people got together, like all of their friends would try to make a ship name? Or was that just like in
No,
my
that's
school?
everyone.
I think that's everyone, yeah.
None of mine did that.
Because people would like,
Because you guys are all on your phones.
people, yeah.
Kids these days.
We're too deep into the cringe part of Gen Z for
People
that.
just try to make
Yeah.
shit up. People try to make shit work, like believing that you're an SCP.
That's because whenever you're a little kid, you start to realize that reality is more mundane than you had made it out to be. And to make up for this disappointment, you have to try and make life more interesting. And then by the time you reach high school, you have the soul-crushing reality.
When I was in middle school, I saw Cars 2, and I'm like, that's the coolest shit ever. I want to be a
You were
secret
in
agent.
middle school?
I think so. I think so.
And you said that Cars 2 was the greatest thing ever?
That reminds me.
Yeah,
for like
well, that
a
was
week.
my brother.
For like a week, I had a Cars 2
And now
obsession.
he's gonna be a dad. Look where that got him.
Man, don't be a Cars fan.
When did I add that to my playlist then?
I don't know.
I remember adding American Idiot. I don't remember Boulevard of Broken
I
Dreams.
think we were talking
You
about
didn't
Green
have
Day
your
at one
phone because
point.
I
We
took
were,
your
yes.
phone.
That's the last thing that I remember from Saturday night.
I don't remember that.
Before collapsing into a pool on the floor.
Yeah.
Anyways, about Roswell.
Sorry for
I
a
wanna-
7-minute tangent.
Oh. Look at that.
Oh, gross.
Yeah, that's not real. That was a hoax.
What? Let me see.
It's an alien corpse.
Yeah,
I think I remember that. Show me.
It's like all moldy and shit.
That's a different one, but I remember one was like on the news and there were articles.
Yeah, there was like
about
an
it.
alien autopsy video that surfaced, but that was also debunked. The dude came out and he was like, "Yeah, it's,
Yeah.
The dude
I
came out
made that up." And then people still were like, "Oh, the government made him say that." What the fuck? The Stalin Mengele conspiracy theory. Excuse me? In 2011, American journalist Andy Jacobson's Area 51, an uncensored history of America's top secret military base. What a name that is. Featured a claim that Joseph Mengele, a former German SS officer and doctor in Auschwitz, was recruited by Soviet leader Joseph Stalin to produce, quote, grotesque child-sized aviators to be remotely piloted and landed in America in order to cause hysteria similar to Orson Welles' The War of the Worlds. The book was criticized for extensive errors by scientists from the Federation of American Scientists.
I was terrified of that movie.
What? War of the Worlds?
Yeah.
The one with Tom Cruise?
I don't remember.
Yeah, it's the one. It was. If
I
you
was
saw
so
the movie,
scared of
if
that
you saw a
movie.
movie, War of the Worlds, it was the one with Tom
It
Cruise.
was in my nightmares. That's all I know.
He's afraid
You know-
of Tom Cruise.
Aliens are
Everyone should be.
Aliens are like my biggest fear.
Have you seen the one where he electrocutes Oprah?
I don't think you need to worry about aliens for several reasons.
Well, I know, but that's always been a fear of mine.
I think
Aliens are
Another
scary.
movie I was really scared of besides E.T. was Mars Needs Moms.
It's because Mars Needs Moms is a terribly,
I was
horribly put
terrified of
together
that
movie.
okay, E.T.
It was right in the shit era of motion capture movie making.
E.T. I can understand. He looks like somebody put their nuts on a table and somebody smushed them in.
It's just
Looks like a
like
jackass stunt.
yeah, it's exactly like the dick dinosaur in
Oh
Jackass.
yeah.
I was thinking more of the Dick Ping Pong or whatever.
But Mars Needs Moms. I thought it was an okay movie.
I was
still
terrified
I
of
was still a dumb kid at the
I
time.
know it's apparently really bad. I watched a whole video about how fucking shit a
I-
movie
I think
it
the
is.
animation was really weird.
I thought it was
creepy
Yes,
too.
because it's got the food fight thing
Oh yeah.
where they like over exaggerate their every move because it's motion capture.
I remember when I first watched it. I'm like, oh, this has got a really gross, sappy message. This sucks.
Oh, I hate my mom.
I hate my wife.
Well, yeah, those are both accurate.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh.
I want to look at some of the evidence recovered from the Roswell incident.
He's a hamburger.
Not anymore.
Die, Carl.
Where's Lip?
Over there.
He's right here.
That's my mom, people.
Everybody's joining
Everyone's
the
here.
podcast. Do you want to talk about aliens with us?
Okay, bye.
we have warded off the female.
No
One
women
of them.
allowed.
What really happened at Roswell from the History Channel? That's how we know it's a reliable
Oh
source.
yeah, that's like there's one news outlet that's just always against GameStop. So whenever they publish something, my managers are both like, whatever, fuck them.
Let me see if I can find some of the real facts.
Rusty, I don't know. It's
When nothing was on, I would always put on the History Channel.
Channel. It'd always be Ancient Aliens.
If Ghost Adventures wasn't on.
You're either watching Ghost Adventures or Ancient Aliens. It's fucking great.
And I'm terrified of both of those things.
that's like the video equivalent of going on a diet and only eating lettuce.
Oh my
Like it's the
god.
worst possible
Like,
idea.
whenever-
The fucking rabbit diet. Hello, lady.
Whenever I was a little kid, like right whenever I had the age, right? It was probably shut up. It was probably about like between 10 and like 13. I would look into conspiracy theories, like me and Hunter and Paco. What?
I looked up Cars too, and I was 9, so I was in like elementary still.
Oh, okay. So we would look at videos about conspiracy theories, and we would get all freaked out and crazy and shit.
And like perform a
That's
satanic
interesting.
blood ritual with a goat or something.
Hi, Carl.
Hello.
I think that's where my interest started in conspiracy theories and stuff, because they would
Incest.
terrify the shit out of me.
No.
Incest?
No!
Oh! Why
Did you-
would
is
why?
there-
He said
Fries left?
interest.
Is there
Oh.
fries? Yeah, to be made.
Alright.
They're frozen. So just pop them in the air
Fries
fryer
are
for like
good.
7 minutes.
No, I was just wondering.
Do you want me to make them for you?
No.
Nah, she just needs
All
to be
right.
aware of their
I
existence.
just needed to know that we have
Back.
fries in the house. It helps me sleep.
Knowing the fries will
What?
protect me.
Oh no!
What?
This
What's-
one's really weird. All right, we're gonna go. That's down the list some. I was getting ahead of myself. Back from Roswell, because I didn't find any intriguing points in that search. It looks like it's going to be a lot of reading before I find something neat, so I'm going to move on the list.
Cool.
Next, we have the Hopkinsville Goblin.
That's not an alien. That's a goblin.
Small greenish silver humanoids. I have never heard of this. What is this?
Is there pictures?
Let me see. Is there
I hope so.
press coverage? Ah!
Oh my goodness!
They're tiny too. They're like 4 feet tall.
He looks like a
He's in,
psych
like,
horror
a
version of Shovel
a
Knight.
shitty
Oh, wait, no, not
movie.
Shovel Knight, Hollow Knight. I'm
Shitty
stupid.
alien
I
movie.
don't like those. They're gross.
It looks stupid.
The Kelly Hopkinsville encounter, aka Hopkinsville Goblins case, Kelly Green Men case, was a claimed close encounter with extraterrestrial beings in 1955 near Kelly in Hopkinsville in Christian County, Kentucky, United States. Ufologists regard it. Don't sit on that arm. It will break.
I'll sit on your arm.
It'll also
You want to sit on the couch? You could have told me to move.
Now I
Woman.
can get
You
closer to
farted
my
too?
gay.
Oh my God.
Females suck.
Why are you doing this to me? No, you just came over here to torture me.
Go on.
I can't
be
speak
close.
if you're ripping at my flesh. Ufologists regard it as one of the most significant and well-documented cases in the history of UFO incidents, while skeptics say the reports were due to the effects of excitement and misidentification of natural phenomena such as meteors and owls.
Ow!
I often
yes, my
mistake
favorite
owls
to
for
be
aliens.
They got the little. Oh wait, there's no picture. They got the little ears, like an owl.
I don't see it.
I do.
I don't see it. Well, how do you... The
All
rest of the body, though.
Hush, hush, hush. Let me finish reading.
Naked owl.
The U.S. Air Force classified the alleged incident as a hoax in the Project Blue Book files. Psychologists have used the alleged incident as an academic example of pseudoscience to help students distinguish truth from fiction. Claims. On the evening of August 21st, whatever, I'm not going to read the whole fucking encounter. Several children arrived at Hopkinsville police station claiming that small alien creatures from a spaceship were attacking their farmhouse. Oh, I think I've heard this one.
Blah, blah, blah. Shots were fired.
Concerned about a possible gun battle between local citizens. Blah, blah, blah. Whatever. But I think it's like they came out and they were like throwing rocks at their house or something like that. I don't remember. I don't know. It's stupid. Little green men. So they're just like the Greys, but green.
Are these ones like the ones from Toy Story? Those are my favorites.
Less cute.
The femboy story.
No.
Fine.
What are you doing over
She's
there?
ripping at my fucking flesh. She's popping a pimple. She's so easily distracted. She has the IQ of a frog.
She has the ADHD
Alright.
of.
Here's the real weird ones. They're called Nordic aliens.
Whoa.
And there is an entire conspiracy theory revolving around these guys. So they are humanoids with stereotypical Nordic features. Tall, blonde hair, blue eyes.
Mhm.
And have featured in several cases of contact. It is said that they are from ancient Earth, but presenting themselves as ETs in the past. They moved from living on the surface to living underground around the Himalayas area after a natural event. They have, like, hold on. Let me see if I can find some pictures, because these guys are fucking freaky looking. They have, like, they're always described to have this uncanny, like, calm expression, like a slight grin. Let me see if I can find some.
I'm gonna steal some of your monster.
I'm gonna steal some of your organs.
Son of your mom.
Just take a
Alright.
finger or something.
Audible? $25? Oh no!
Freedom of speech, not no more.
Looks like woman.
Not sponsored.
Let me see if I can find a good image. Yeah, they are said to look like this.
At a passing glance, I thought that was fucking James from Pokemon.
Hold on, let me see if I can find. 'Cause
Oh.
most of the time they have like a radiant light behind them. It's like really scary looking.
Radiant light?
Yeah, look at this.
Oh, dude, he's emitting light rays from his forehead.
Dude,
He's emitting it
they
from
remind me
his
of like elves.
He's got a noggin projector.
They remind
dude.
me of elves from Lord of the Rings. They're really weird looking.
Wait. Those scary.
Your essential guide to Nordic extraterrestrials. They're also like really tall. Is this what one is supposed to look like?
Oh no, dude, that's like an Elden Ring character creator.
Yo, show me the.
It's a
Show me.
gross
I'm on the
albino.
other side of the table.
No, it's just gross people face. Imagine a person, but like they don't have hair and all their facial features are smushed down to like where their nostrils are.
But it's
just really light.
it is believed. It is believed. Like the Nordic aliens are believed to be the inspiration for the Aryan race. Like
Oh,
Hitler's
really?
beliefs about the Aryan race.
That's
Who
what I
goes
was
there?
thinking. When you were talking.
Ufologist George Adamski.
I ripped my pants.
Okay.
Which-
It's credited with being among the first to claim contact. This is why I can't talk about anything.
Sorry.
I'm sorry.
I'm trying to let you go.
Thank you, Gavin.
I'm
Your
trying to
contribution is appreciated.
My lack of
In the Alien episode, ufologist George Adamski is credited with being among the first to claim contact with Nordic aliens in the mid-1950s, and scholars note that the mythology of extraterrestrial visitation from beings with features described as Aryan often includes claims of telepathy, benevolence, and physical beauty. Notable claimants. George Adamski claimed he was contacted by aliens in his books Flying Saucers Have Landed and Inside the Spaceships. Howard Menger claimed contact with Nordic aliens in his books such as From Outer Space to You. These are weird.
Weird. But what about like cool aliens?
In the episode Aliens Among Us of the TV show Scooby-Doo Mystery Incorporated, a blonde Nordic alien was the disguise of Sheila O'Follardy, a wanted thief. She and two others disguised themselves as
Follardy's
aliens,
nuts.
including a gray and a reptilian. Can we find the reptilians, please?
Yeah, I want to get into like the more interesting, because like the humanoid ones, okay, fine, whatever.
I don't like the Nordic aliens because it feels like they're putting on the
No,
visage
I don't.
of
I
a
don't, I
human.
don't give a shit about those ones. Like
You're a fucker. You're a piece of shit.
well, those ones are
Kill
interesting.
yourself.
I think that they're interesting to me because it is like to me it reads as they're trying to like make themselves look more human. Like that's not what they're supposed to look like.
Well,
But
it
they
doesn't-
do it.
It's not interesting to me just because there's so many other stories that are like that. Oh, they're trying to blend in.
Yeah, but it's like that's different to me. All right. So. Oh yeah, a lot of people believe that certain cryptids are aliens.
That makes sense.
Including dwarves, and it has here. See also dwarfism. So I don't think that that's correct. I don't think that little people are aliens.
I've seen some little people. They look pretty normal to me.
Yeah.
I want to talk about aliens that are like fucking crazy, like xenomorph aliens. Like maybe not ET specifically.
Yeah, those aren't real. Sorry.
But I don't. These boring, stupid, regular human
Reptilians.
aliens.
The cooler one.
Reptilians! Tall, scary,
Yes.
tall, scaly humanoids. It doesn't say that they're scary, thankfully. Reptilian humanoid beings date back at least as far as ancient Egypt, with the crocodile-headed river god Sobek. The reptilian conspiracy theory has been advocated by David Icke, which, of course, Pink Guy has a song about David Icke.
Related to Mike
I hate you.
You guys have so much to offer in terms of conversation. It's really cool.
and yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry.
List of reptilian humanoids. There's a list.
I don't want
Orion
to-
reptilian humanoid matriarchy.
What the fuck?
Sounds like a shitty death metal band.
What the fuck is that? Why is there the reptilian conspiracy theory? Why are they have pee balls?
Why do they have
The
people?
diagram has them as having dick and nuts.
If they were reptilian, they'd lay eggs.
And they are proportionally
Really tiny.
they are proportionally much smaller than a human's.
They need to make sure you still know that your dick is
But
bigger.
I think if you know anything about conspiracy theories, you know about the reptilian theory, which is that
Skip.
I'm going. I have to
Okay.
tell the layman.
Miranda, I'm gonna
Okay.
kill you.
Oh my god! Just because it's not interesting to you doesn't mean it's not
Okay.
interesting.
I'm gonna sacrifice you.
Jesus. All right. So, for those of you who don't know, the idea behind the reptilian conspiracy theory is that there is a race of reptilian aliens who have infiltrated humanity, and they have shapeshifted to look like us. That's the gist of it.
So they're like chameleons.
Yeah, they're like weird chameleon men.
Miranda, you doing okay?
I'm dying.
Uh-huh.
I'm dying. Please kill me.
Rods? Or skyfish?
Ross. Skyfish? Like from Zelda?
Let me read this. Elongated visual artifacts appearing in photos and visual or audio recordings. I mean, video recordings. Sometimes claimed to be extraterrestrial beings. Generally thought to be caused by motion blur from flying insects.
Really?
Yeah. Secret results of genetic engineering. Some super soldiers. What? The fictional character Captain America from Marvel Comics is allegedly inspired by such real genetically modified people. Some reports have speculated that reports of extraterrestrials are due to escaped creatures, which are the result of secret government and/or corporate genetic engineering. That's really fucked to me.
Yeah.
That is the most messed up version to me.
Yeah,
The-
Failed experiment.
Yeah,
Because-
they've just gotten out.
The Russian sleep experiment.
Oh, that's not aliens though.
I know.
It's just a creepy call, yeah.
But that's really fucked to me. Like the idea that I feel like that's the most real option. I mean, like flying saucers and shit aside,
Yeah.
if you see a weird creature, then I feel like it is more realistic that it is some sort of government experiment rather than, it's like an alien or something.
I feel like if we were to see aliens, then it would probably be like fucking like it was captured by the government and somehow it got loose or it was let loose.
Alyoshenka? This may have been a human baby with birth defects.
Oh.
What is this?
We said we were gonna get into cool reptilian creatures, not defective people.
What is this?
The fetus.
It's believed to be a fetus with birth defects.
Feet.
Found by an elderly woman.
Alright. Human animal hybrids. That's always fucking gross. I hate
What
that.
did that say? Men? Oh.
Men in black.
Big and black. Wait, no.
Oh yeah, because they believe there's also a whole thing with Men in Black being a real thing, quote unquote. Or not like from the movie,
I know.
but like menacing, like
5 minutes starting now.
I'm making
tea.
tea.
but like menacing generic men in like suits that with like the most plain features.
Like Will Smith.
No, he's I would say he's far from plain looking.
Yeah.
And have you ever seen Will Smith in The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air?
I have not.
That is,
I've seen clips. I haven't seen like an actual episode.
but you don't need to. You
Come
just
on all the time, and I'd be so upset because I was wanting to stay up and watch cartoons. The
if
theme song would start
you
playing. and
want
I
to
would
stay up,
break
if
down.
you want to stay up and watch cartoons, you needed to go to Adult Swim.
Or
I
get a
did,
streaming
and there was
service.
anime on it.
Yo,
And that's
yummy.
where I first saw Parasite.
I was on Adult Swim.
Yeah.
Oh shit! All right,
Crazy.
that's really gross. I don't like the
Scruff.
human animal hybrids. Is the whole page about them?
Full Metal Alchemist.
Full body
Scientific research. Oh no!
science. Ew.
Alright. Well, that looks poopy. But that is the Wikipedia list of different types of aliens.
No, that's poop from a butt.
No, that's poop from a eyeball.
Where Isaac, use your brain. Where else would poopy come from?
I don't have a fucking brain.
Where does poopy come from? It come from all right. So one question that I would have about aliens, like if they were to visit us, would they fucking die? Like,
What?
Like would aliens also breathe oxygen, or would they?
You would imagine that they would have a spacesuit if they're spacefaring.
You know what? I hadn't thought of that.
It's like, dude, if we go to the moon, we're gonna die. It's
Well,
almost like we need to develop something to encase ourselves in so that doesn't happen.
That's the
Bada bing,
moon.
bada
That's not
boom.
another planet.
They look
That's
like
a
a
moon.
monkey.
That's a satellite.
If we went to Mars and we didn't wear a suit, we would probably die.
Yeah, you're probably
Maybe we
right.
need to encase ourselves.
Well, is that because is it because there's a different atmosphere on Mars, or is it because there's also no plants on Mars? Well, yeah, no, it's just rocks and more rocks.
It's just a big rock with more rocks on it.
At one point, there were rocks surrounded by water, but
Which would have been cool.
no longer.
But then the water decided to leave.
The water did decide to leave because Mars's atmosphere just said, I don't want to exist anymore. And so it all just dissipated into space.
Cool.
Which is
Nice.
horrifying.
Yeah, I guess it'll. What happened? What made Mars's atmosphere just go?
Oh, let me look up. What?
Because like we've got like perfumes and hairsprays and shit like that.
Yeah, but we have a very thick ozone layer. Even though we're dissipating it at an alarming rate, still a lot thicker than Mars's was probably. What happened to Mars's atmosphere? Mars had a more substantial atmosphere in the past, and its pressure allowed liquid water to exist on the surface. But work using NASA's MAVEN orbiter found that much of the planet's atmosphere was stripped away by the solar wind, perhaps particles coming from the sun, perhaps just 500 million years after Mars was formed. So there was a very short time where Mars was very nice, and then the sun happened. The sun said,
No,
what, Mars?
None of this.
I don't like this.
None of this bullshit.
And it's really crazy too, because Mars is very cold, and it is the planet past us if we're going from the sun outward, and the planet closer to us is Venus, which is the hottest planet in the solar system.
Yeah.
Um,
So
and
the sun must have been like, fuck you, specifically.
You, like Earth is like the little brother. It's like no, he can
that's
have
why
your
that's why
hand-me-downs.
Earth is in the habitable zone. Well, Mars and Venus are both technically, but Venus is incredibly inhospitable.
Yeah.
I've heard Venus referred to as Earth's evil twin in that it is very similar in size, shape, and what constitutes it. However,
It's just
an asshole.
much
it is-
closer
it
to
is-
the sun.
it's like it's not that much closer to the sun. Actually, it's not. That's not why it's hot.
I mean, on like a solar system scale, it's not. But like, if you're using humans for scale, it's a lot of humans closer to the sun.
But I don't want Venus fashion. I want Venus the fucking planet thing.
I don't
Second
want-
planet from the
I
sun,
don't
named
want
after
Venus
the Roman
fashion.
goddess of love. Oh my god! I
What?
put my phone on mute.
Piss score dings.
All right, you read. I'm gonna go make my tea. I'm gonna
Okay.
finish making my tea.
I'm gonna finish in your tea.
Venus can cast shadows and can be visible to the naked eye in broad daylight. Venus, I think, is the most interesting, one of the more interesting planets in the solar system to me.
Are you
At
sniffing?
least-
Are you
At
sniffing
least
his armpit,
the
dude?
most interesting rock-based planet. So basically, let me see what the fucking the pressure is.
Like scariest
Scariest gay people sighting.
So, the pressure on Venus is 92 times greater than that of Earth's.
Because it's a dumb piss baby.
I read in a book once, whenever I was a little kid, that it has enough pressure to crush a submarine. Crush a lead submarine. That's fucking insane. Yeah. Let me see what else is crazy. Surface temperature
812, I think.
867 degrees Fahrenheit.
I was not that far off.
So, Venus's surface is covered in liquid rock. And I'm pretty sure it rains acid.
It rains ass.
The third smallest planet in the solar system, Venus, is a terrestrial planet. It is sometimes called Earth's sister planet because of its similar size, mass, proximity to the sun, and bulk composition. It's radically different from Earth in other aspects. It has the densest atmosphere, holy shit, of the 4 terrestrial planets, consisting of more than 96% carbon dioxide.
Oh my god!
Shit.
The atmospheric pressure at the planet's surface is about 92 times the sea level pressure of Earth, or roughly the pressure at 900 meters underwater. That's 3,000 feet underwater.
Mm-hmm.
Even though Mercury is closer to the Sun, Venus has the hottest surface of any planet in the solar system, with a mean temperature of 737 Kelvin, which is 867 degrees Fahrenheit.
Anything organic gets near that planet,
We have
bursts into flames.
yes.
Nuked.
Whenever we send rovers there, they exist for like a couple minutes, enough to take a couple pictures, and then they're gone.
Mm-hmm.
Where was I? Venus is shrouded by an opaque layer of highly reflective clouds of sulfuric acid, preventing its surface from being seen from Earth in light. It may have had water oceans in the past, but after these evaporated, the temperature rose under a runaway greenhouse effect.
So all the planets used to be cool, but then they all turned to alcoholism or whatever.
No, not really.
No.
The water was probably photo-dissociated. What does that mean? Does that mean just like evaporated?
Dissociated.
The chemical reaction in which molecules of a chemical compound are broken down by photons. So like it all evaporated basically.
Yeah.
And the free hydrogen has been swept into interplanetary space by solar wind because of the lack of planetary magnetic field. Because of the lethal surface conditions, the planet is sometimes referred to as Earth's evil twin. As one of the brightest objects in the night sky, Venus has been a major fixture in human culture for as long as records have existed. Blah blah blah. What are some of the weird shit? Atmosphere and climate. Venus has.
Yeah, Rusty, I'm gonna be honest with you, dog.
We're kind of getting off topic.
Well, that's the whole point of a podcast. I love you, buddy, but I don't know
I
how
broke
much
them,
more
I'm
I
sorry.
can shit through of reading about
Why?
penis.
I'm sorry.
About
Oh,
What did he do?
My new hair clips.
I'm sorry. I didn't know there were any. I'm
Hey.
a fucking idiot.
Hey Isaac,
Okay.
if you see something, it probably belongs to someone. So
I'm sorry.
don't break it.
My ADHD likes to be destructive for some reason. I know that's probably
Miranda,
not a good excuse.
In all fairness, you do have a bunch of others.
I know. I just bought them though.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
It'll be okay.
In the future, if you see something that isn't yours, don't break it.
I'm sorry.
I feel like that's
stupid.
common sense. But you are a bit of a goblin.
Yeah.
When you were talking about the atmospheric pressure of penis,
Ha 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 ha.
the first thing I thought about was this picture of like a scuba diver, like deep in the sea, like the pressure here is immense. An anglerfish comes up, he's like, "Hey, you want to do drugs? All the cool kids are doing it." And
If all the cool kids are doing it.
all the cool kids, you say?
I fucking love that video. That's great. About those, it's crazy, like, the weird, like, diving suits. I really like the design of old diving suits.
Yeah. Like
It's
like
really
the,
cool to me.
like the bars that go over your face and like the ears.
Yeah, it's just because, like, that's all they knew. Is, like, you would wear, I imagine you would probably wear, like, normal clothes. You'd probably actually wear, like, a coat or something. Because whenever you go down into the ocean, it gets really fucking cold.
Yeah.
I wonder what they wore under that. I'm gonna look at this.
I would imagine something like something insulated, maybe like a wetsuit or something.
Old diving suit.
But of course, with more layers or maybe like some more insulation
Is
material
there-
in the wetsuit itself.
What are old diving suits called?
I have no idea.
Let's see. Standard diving dress.
I would like to
Alright.
know that. I'd like to have like a helmet of that. or some
Standard
shit.
diving dress, I guess, is just all it's called. Let me see. Standard diving dress has largely been superseded by lighter and more comfortable equipment. But it looks badass.
Let me see. Let me get a peep.
Let me get a peek.
Oh yeah, exactly like
Yeah.
from the SpongeBob
Yeah,
movie.
bro.
Yes. Bruh, I was
Nice.
turning the phone. Jesus.
Sorry.
Standard diving dress consists of a diving helmet made from copper and bronze or brass, an air hose from a surface-supplied manually operated pump, a waterproof canvas suit, a diving knife, and weights to counter buoyancy, generally on the chest, back, and shoes.
So let me ask you this: what are the differences between a regular knife and a diving knife?
I don't know. It is a thing though. Let me see. Diving. I just want to know diving knife.
I would imagine if I had to hazard a
Diver.
guess, I would just say like a dense knife that's like resistant to rusting. You know,
Let me see.
maybe something like that.
Fuck.
But like, there's
There's a citation for diving knives, but it redirected me to a different page.
there's some scary fucking shit down in the ocean, like anglerfish. That's
Shit
terrifying.
does get pretty alien down there.
There's a fish that has like eyes inside of its head, and then there's just like a part of its flesh that's like see through.
Oh yes, that's called a barrelfish.
Oh, I hate it.
The eyes that go up through its head.
Yes. Oh, I hate
That's
it.
so weird. That's so weird.
It's pretty weird. You have
How
to
did-
accustomed to like a lot of pressure or whatever.
How did that shit evolve?
I don't know.
What genes happened that said, "Oh yeah, this animal is more successful if its fucking skull is transparent and its eyes are inside looking up."
Yeah.
They're fixed too. They can't look anywhere but up.
Yeah. Well, he would have to like move his whole body to like rotate around. It's the least efficient design, unless he's like a predator.
Another thing that's scary to me is whenever you go that deep down, for some reason, they also get fucking huge. Like giant squids and shit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, those
that's
are funky.
fucking terrifying. Or like I'm sure you've seen it, but it's like diving. It's like submarine footage of this, like, I think it's like a repair being done on an oil rig, and the camera pans over and it's the squid, and its tendrils are going down off screen.
Yeah. Oh god, it's terrifying.
I guess the actual squid part, like the body part, is not that big, but those tentacles are huge. Those are really long.
They're about to make me act up.
I wanna find like a real creature. Maybe we'd have to like genetically engineer them, but I want to see squids that are like the little bloopers from Mario. Those are my favorite renditions of squids in all of fiction.
To me, they look more like cuttlefish.
Oh, cuttlefish are ugly though.
I think cuttlefish are neat. I think they're cute.
I think you're wrong.
I don't know what a
You're
cuttlefish
wrong.
is.
A
You
cuttlefish.
don't know what a cuttlefish
It's
is?
got that big giant snoz and
A
it looks like a lump of
cuttlefish-
snot.
A cuttlefish is a bit different from a squid, because whereas squid are like vertical, cuttlefish are horizontal.
I'm gonna get
And they
it
have-
for him.
They have a little bone in there. They have
Oh.
a little
Weirdos.
bone in their like
Oh, I was thinking of something
Stack
else.
thing.
I was thinking of something else entirely.
What were you thinking of?
No, these guys are okay. I don't mind these.
I like cuttlefish.
Yeah, cuttlefish aren't that
Okay.
Cute
bad.
little dudes.
Yeah. So what were you thinking about when you heard?
I'm gonna Google it with my inconsistent typing sounds.
Oh no, here's one that are disemboweled.
What are you called?
That fleshy part is called a
Blobfish.
mantle.
I was thinking of a blob.
Yeah, no,
blob-
those are entirely different.
Yeah, blobfish. The pictures that you mainly see of blobfish, they're fucking dead.
I don't mind cuttlefish.
That's because
though.
they're out of their pressure.
Cuttlefish look like.
Whenever you see them pressurized, this is what they look like.
Cuttlefish look like they could
Which
be.
still isn't
Oh,
great IMO.
That's better. Cuttlefish look like they could be like a doom weapon. Like you put your hand in its mouth and then it, like shoots. I don't know, a smaller cuttlefish out its back end.
And then they act like landmines and like John to people or
Do
something.
you remember years ago, whenever the blobfish image first started circulating, it was
No.
like a meme?
I do not.
What? That was one of the original like meme templates. I swear, it blew up in like 2012 with everything else.
I
Here are
remember
some
that. And I
other
don't think I was
gross
conscious
animals. Axolotls,
Oh, I love axolotl.
naked mole rats.
Cross has axolotl. She bought a tank like a special. I don't think it was specialized. She bought a tank and like one of the best filters that you can get on like Amazon. She put her axolotl in there and she tried to touch it, but apparently they're like super sensitive to touch. So like it didn't like wince, but it recoiled super hard.
Yeah, because they're little naked men. They have no
I would love to
like
have
natural defenses.
I would love to have a little axolotl.
They are also very stupid.
Well, that's okay. Stupid
Also-
animals are sometimes the best.
Also, have you seen their final form? Because apparently all the
They
images...
just look like a salamander. They
Oh.
just look like a salamander after they metamorphosize.
Sorry.
Isaac, relax, buddy. Axolotl, super into. Blobfish, I would like to kick it.
Just kick
Let
it
me
as far as you
see-
can.
Because they just look like salamanders.
That's actually kind of cool, though. No, but they look like a Pokemon salamander,
You know that there is this type of salamander called a hellbender?
What?
That sounds like the final boss of Avatar or some shit.
Hellbender?
Yeah. They're just sweet little guys.
That sounds crazy.
Look at them. They're not even
Oh.
big.
That's not even that scary. I imagine.
Alright, that's a little gross.
I imagine something with
weirdos.
more spines.
Overall, I don't really like salamanders too much because they're just kind of like wet little soft lizards, and that kind of weirds me out a little. There are giant salamanders too that live in like Japan.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I like the deer in Japan. How like if you walk through a park, the deer will bow at you, expecting you to give them food, and if you don't, some of them will bite you.
Chinese, yeah. There's a Chinese version and a Japanese version. This is one of them.
It just looks like a bunch of beef.
Let me see.
This is a man holding one. They get up to like
Yeah, that is
6
just
feet
like a bunch
long.
of... Wow.
Yeah, 6 feet. That ain't nothing.
6 feet, that ain't nothing.
That's the length of my penis.
Capable of growing nearly 6 feet in like and living as long as your grandparents. What? That's not an age.
Rusty, what if your dick was like silly putty and then like
80 years.
and, like you took your dick and you like swung it around and like stretched out.
I slap it too hard and bounce it off a thing instead of leaving it on the newspaper.
Part of an
It's like
article under your
it's like the
shaft.
sticky
Look, I
hands
got
that you attach
Garfield.
to walls.
Oh, dude, imagine whipping that out on a girl.
Oh my god, babe, you got Garfield on your cock? No way! I'm so moist!
Garfield's still on.
Isaac, when do you have to go to bed?
Probably walked off.
I don't have to go to school just yet. I think I'm okay
You should
for
probably
a
get into the
day or two.
schedule though, man. You gotta get the
Sleep,
schedule down, Pat.
sleep schedules are for fucking pussies.
No, they're
your
for
mom's going to be
successful
very
people.
upset if you stay up too late. I know that for a fact. Because it's a quarter after 11 right now, so you should probably be getting to bed.
I don't
before
think
too
it's gonna be okay. It's okay.
Are you sure?
Yes.
long.
Okay.
You start school in 2 days.
Yes.
Yeah, no,
I will.
go on, get your schedule. Sleep schedules are extremely important,
At
Isaac.
the very
No, the
least,
fuck
ask,
they aren't.
at the very least, ask mom.
Take it from us. We've been through high school. Sleep schedules are important. Especially if you have no homework.
You should definitely ask Miranda. She knows a thing or two about the sleep schedules, or lack thereof.
Yeah. I remember while I was between jobs, I say that as if I'm like a struggling single dad. But I quit the store, and then I applied to GameStop. But between those two, I had no perception of time. The only reason I knew what time it was is because I could hear my grandparents yelling to get me up. It's like, oh, it's probably noon.
Yeah, whenever in the summertime, like before I got a job, I had a good year between graduating and getting a job. So in that year, I would sometimes I would fuck up my sleep schedule so bad, I would wake up and I wouldn't be able to tell what time it was.
Yeah.
Because I would look outside and it would be like, is the sun rising or is the sun setting? And it fucked up. I felt so gross because I wouldn't have a regular sleep schedule. it would just like my body did not
Yeah.
like that at all.
Yeah, like in the prime of July, sometimes like during the summer alone, my sleep schedule's gotten so bad. Some of my friends have called me straight up nocturnal.
Well, if your sleep schedule is bad enough, it's gonna wrap around to where
Yeah.
you get back into a rate, like you fall asleep at like 10 p.m., you wake up at, I don't know, 8
Yeah.
a.m.
Yeah, it's wrapped around, but it's gone to the point where it's only slightly almost out of control, like going to sleep at 3 a.m.
Well, what I
Yeah,
would
maybe don't do that.
yeah, don't do
Yeah,
that.
yeah, I try to
What
sleep
I
at,
would
like
like to
normal
do,
people.
what my dream scenario is, get myself like a profitable hobby, and then just go to sleep whenever the fuck I feel like it.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think it would be cool. Ideally, I really don't like working in the morning
Mm-hmm.
because I have to wake up and then it's like, all right, I'm going to work. I don't have time to chill out or anything. You know, it's like, all right, I might have like 10, 15 minutes before waking up and having to go to work. But luckily my work schedule is 4/10s, so I work Wednesday through Saturday, and then the rest of the week I have free. And actually, most of the time at my job, at least right now, we don't have full days because I work in a ceramic shop, and whenever new product comes out, we can't process it because it'll be too hot because it's summertime, and we're right next to a big kiln, so it'll be like 100 some odd degrees inside,
Yeah.
and the product will not have enough time to cool off. But it's cooling back down, which is nice. That's relatively speaking. I don't think that we're probably gonna have another 90-degree day for a little bit. Um,
Dude,
and those days are the fucking worst.
let me tell you though, working in the evenings, at least me, I don't know what it is, whether I was grown up with it or if I developed it as I was growing up, but I get really, really anxious about times, even if I know exactly when it is and exactly when I have to leave to be there on time. I'm extremely anxious about it.
Hmm.
So like most days at GameStop, I'll work in the evenings. I'll work maybe most days it's like 3 to 9:30. So I can comfortably get up, like, as long as I'm up by noon, I'll have plenty of time to eat, hang out, and get my clothes on, maybe shower if I need to. But like, I always tell myself like I'll just stream before I go into work. I'll wake up, I'll like gain consciousness maybe 9:30, 10 o'clock. I'm like, oh okay, so I can have breakfast and I can start streaming at like 11. And then, well, if I have to leave by 2, that gives me like 2 or 3 hours I can stream. I'll be like, oh shit, that's only 2 or 3 hours. I might as well not stream. That's typically how long I stream anyway.
Hmm.
So I create I create these dilemmas that I think I'm gonna be fucking late and lose my job, even though nothing could be further from that. I'm always like 10 to 15 minutes early for my shift.
I know what you mean.
Yeah, I somehow managed to get that even though I haven't had like a job ever.
I mean, you still got school. School
Yeah,
can
and
be
you still have
kind of-
irrational worries.
school can
Yeah.
still be just as stressful
Yes.
because you don't really like once you have the experience of school and you get a job, you're like, shit, school really wasn't that bad. I know I sound like a fucking adult.
Yeah, but I definitely agree. You know, in school, there's no like, no one. It's not you don't do this or you stop going to school. They kick you out of school. You know, but if you do something at work and you're like too lazy or something like that,
Yeah, if
then,
you-
then they can just fire you.
Yeah, if you're just not up to
and then you
par.
have to find another job, and then you have to say, "Oh, I got fired because I was lazy," and so it's like a reputation thing then.
Yeah.
But you don't have to
Unless
worry
you
about that
fuck
at
around
school.
too hard and get expelled, which I probably won't do. Keyword probably. I'm a little insane.
Isaac,
wouldn't
I don't
put too
think-
many bets on it.
Isaac, realistically, I don't think you could ever do anything to get you expelled.
Even if you start a fist fight with someone, they're only going to kick you out for like a couple days.
Well, no, Gage has gotten, my little brother, he's gotten into fist fights at school, and the worst he's gotten is like a couple days detention.
What?
And that's only because he started the fight, because they were like talking shit to his friend. He's like, dude, stop it, that's not cool. And
Kids these days get off easy.
yeah, he got a couple days of in school. I think because it happened so frequently in one year, he was like he got out of school for a couple of days, but that's it.
Mm.
So
I think I might have remembered something like that happening.
yeah, Isaac,
vaguely.
absolute worst case scenario, you're in the wrong place at the wrong time, you get a day detention. I don't see you ever starting any sort of real issue at school.
Yeah, I didn't have that problem much in school either. No one really picked on me. Not whenever I was big. You know, whenever I was like really little, I think I remember on the bus someone, like one person picked on me. I didn't have that problem like ever again.
I got into one fist fight in high school, and the next day I wore a hot pink shirt. I didn't have any issues for the rest of high school.
Who did you fight?
Jace.
When did that happen?
Freshman year.
I thought so.
Do you remember Victoria?
Yeah, you fought over her?
No. Jace was spreading rumors and like writing on the picnic tables outside the library. Gavin has STDs. Gavin is gay,
Oh.
etc., etc. I'm like, I had enough of this shit. So I punched him, and we got into a fight. And I came to school the next day with a bruised eye and a bruised lip and a bright pink shirt. I didn't have any issues from anybody for the rest of the year.
I think that's the thing too.
For the rest of high school.
Like looking back, if someone is pissing you off, you know, like, and it's, I'm not condoning violence here, but
Not condoning violence here, but
Well, that was Jason's language. Like he was,
yeah, exactly.
he was one of the
But
undesirables.
I'm also saying, like, if someone, like, say you're working with someone and they're really pissing you off, if you punch them in the fucking face,
You're
let me
gone.
tell you, well, first off, yes, you are going out of school for maybe like a day or two, but let me also tell you, they will never forget that time you punched them in the fucking face.
Yeah.
and so they will probably be more inclined to work, you know, or at least hopefully. But Isaac was listening to stories earlier, and that's what I was thinking. Like there was a bunch of people who were talking about how there was this one person in a group who would never work,
Mm-hmm.
you know, on group projects or whatever. And my thought was, just fucking give him a good old fucking sock. Because like that is something that will be ingrained in your memory, you know. Even if you don't just get your ass beat, if you just punch this guy in the fucking nose, that he's gonna be like, ow, shit, all right, maybe I should get my shit together.
Yeah.
Because sometimes that's what people
Yeah.
need.
but also another thing, I'm
not saying that this is the way that things should go.
It's just it's not the best way, but it's typically really effective.
I feel like this is a fact of life. Some people you can't get to with words. Some people you just gotta fucking clock them.
Yeah, but a lot of the people that make me mad are
But,
like stronger than me.
Again, it's like a choose your battles type thing.
Yeah,
You know?
just choose your battles, bud.
If someone is, I'm not telling you to do this. Okay, I'm not telling you if someone pisses you off once to clock them.
If they're a repeat offender and like you've talked to
Even if at the very least you stand up to them and you lose, they will remember that you fought back. You know? And so they'll probably be less inclined to pick on you because then they're like, oh no, he might try and start
yeah,
it
he's
again.
not like I can't
Yeah.
just get away with this.
Yeah, but then again, all the people who make me pissed off are either stronger than me or women, so I can't really hit them without getting emotionally outcasted or
equal rights, equal fights.
hell yeah.
Do not apply that rule to life.
No.
Yeah,
That is a joke.
I know.
But just don't, Isaac. I've seen the things that get under your skin. Just don't let those things get under your skin. Just
Yeah.
say, this
I
person
feel like
just-
there's a
Just don't let the
distinct-
bugs in your skin.
There's a distinct line between like a personal annoyance and then like a societal annoyance.
yes.
Like someone who doesn't work on a group project is probably more deserving of a punch in the face than someone who's like, oh, your mom is gay. You know?
Yeah. No. I feel like that's the other way around, Rusty.
The other way around?
I feel like that's the other. If somebody comes up to me and they don't know my home life and they're like, "Your dad smokes, I don't know, like the cheapest cigarettes," I'm like, "You pussy." I would punch
You
him.
box their ears.
Yeah, I don't know. I just nobody ever made fun of my parents. I was trying to make something up.
Yeah, no one ever made fun of mine either, I don't think.
But like if somebody's like in a group project and they're not doing anything, I'm like, oh, okay, well, whatever. Like, depending on how much work they're supposed to be doing, if it's like a slideshow,
That always pisses me off.
if it's like a slideshow and they've only got 2 slides, I'm like, okay, well, whatever. I have a whole free
I don't-
period, I'll just do it then.
Out of all the stories I listened to, I think the one I agreed with, the idea I agreed with most is just trying to cover it as best as you can. Like whatever they miss.
Yeah. But then again,
But I feel like it's also important to, tell your teacher
absolutely. I talked to
or your professor,
talk to
whoever
the-
it might be.
talk to the group member first, and then talk to the administrator, and then be like, dude, seriously. And then like really get on their case about it.
Yeah, if they're cool, if the teacher is cool, then they'll probably be like, all right, we'll grade you guys, like on a curve.
Individually.
Well,
Yeah,
that's how all
individually.
That's how all of mine were. Like we would, I don't
You
remember a
would rate
single.
your like classmates' participation and stuff.
Well, no, there would be like let's say it's like 8 slides, and there's 4 people per group. It'd be like intro slide 1 through 7, and everybody would work on their own slide, and we would write our names beside what slide we were supposed to be doing. So like I would have gotten maybe like 3 and 6. So he would grade us based on those slides individually, not as a whole. So if anyone wasn't participating, or like if it's very obvious that it was thrown together, that person would get shafted.
Yeah. Because I agree. Most of the time, whenever we would delegate work, well, actually, I never really had an issue with people who just wouldn't do shit. Because like even if they put it off, even if they procrastinate, then even still, most of the time they'll at least get something done. And
Yeah.
it'll be halfway decent. It might not be the best product, but it'll be usable.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It'll be maybe like a C plus,
Yeah, and I'm okay with C pluses. I've got
Yeah,
a
I'm
fair
okay
share of
with C
Cs.
plus.
I remember we're doing a slideshow in American history, sophomore year, with one of the hundreds of hunters in our school, because like it's a very very country quote unquote school, but he had like a tie-dye background with just plain white text, and it was the most illegible thing I had ever seen on a computer
One
screen.
of my favorite things always to do, with teachers that I knew I could get away with it, is to make just visually obnoxious title cards and shit.
Oh my god.
The worst shit to look at with
Yeah.
like dumb transitions.
Yeah, oh my
Yeah.
god, Paco told me of something like that. Like, he made his presentations like excessively like lime green, like bright yellow and Comic Sans.
Yeah, like
Yes.
lime
It
green on
just
red.
always has to be Comic Sans with
Ah.
like dumb spinny transitions in the back.
Just shit that offends your eyes.
Yeah.
And anytime I had to include images, I would always make them just the most obnoxious things to be on screen. Like I would stretch them and stuff and mess with the aspect ratio.
Yeah, I'd make them like if I did something like that, I'd probably make them the most bizarre stock images of like the one woman
Stock
robbing
images
the.
too.
Yeah.
As long as they were applicable, I would include them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to do something on like robbery issues and include that one stock image of a girl robbing a store with a baguette.
What?
What are you talking about?
You,
What
you
am-
say
That's
it
a
like it's a
thing.
ubiquitous thing. Like we should
Oh.
all know what you're
Oh,
talking about.
yeah, I good point. I'm sorry.
I know the image he's talking about. I just don't know what situation he'd be using that in.
I don't know the image.
Oh, it's
Think you can find it
It's
for me?
stupid.
no, it's a good one though. Take our word for it.
you want me to look it up?
I
Is
also
that it?
Sure.
I also remember in elementary, we would do Google Slides, but it got to a point where one of my teachers would like she said, okay, 1 transition per slide, and for every extra transition you had on your slide, she would take off another point. And there were kids who got 0 points because of that. And they were like, "Oh well, she won't do it if I have all the transitions." No, she did.
She will.
There are some people who got 0s. Yeah, stock
Look at this guy.
images.
He's so proud of his baguette.
Stock images are pretty fucking good. One of my favorites is
Pretty money.
just a girl holding a fish by its back fin. It's got a gun in her other hand.
Anytime there's someone in a business suit,
Oh yeah.
there is an obscene amount of stock images of people in business suits doing stupid things, and it always makes me laugh because I'm an idiot.
Let me look up robbery stock images.
They're all wearing the pinstripe suit with the little tie-back mask.
It's all the same guy in the same mask and the same jacket. This looks like a CS:GO skin.
Look at this guy.
He's wearing
He's like
pantyhose.
he's like a child mayor.
This is a child in a Halloween costume. Look at that shit.
He's wearing like a polo outfit.
That's a Rainbow Six Siege, my guy.
What is that? Look at this guy though. He looks like a YouTuber I watch. He looks like a guy named Jobby the Hong.
He does. I know exactly what you're talking about.
Holy shit.
He's got a gun to his head. What the hell?
There's a Shutterstock image. You can buy an image of a businessman about to blow his fucking brains out.
Never mind.
That's
Oh look.
crazy.
Oh look. He's just like a grown-up.
This is.
I would like to buy a car today.
I would like to buy one beer, please.
We live in a fucking outrageous time. Look at this one.
Is he robbing the piggy bank?
There's a guy with a piggy bank in one hand and a gun in the other. It's just a fat guy in a suit.
Portrait sumo wrestler business suit.
Sumo wrestler
It's just a
business
chunky
suit.
Asian man. No! It's the Joker!
I mean, it is a Joker, yeah.
Clown in business suit. I'm downloading this.
Yes,
It's a
Well,
good-
I'm gonna tweak
Yes,
I'm gonna
slay.
tweak the colors until it is,
Until it looks like the Joker, at least in terms of makeup.
yeah. Can I open this in Chrome, please?
Baguette. Robbery. Oh, well, here's one.
Let me.
She's got a baguette held like a shotgun.
Yeah,
Walking up
that's
to
the
a-
one I was referring to.
Going up to
initially.
a baker. Isaac, when the fuck would you ever use that image?
I don't
Why would
know.
you ever be doing a presentation on robber? Oh, here's my favorite. She's got the goldfish with a gun.
Yep, that's pretty great. Whenever you said fish, I thought like a trout or something more substantial.
No, it's a
Yeah.
goldfish.
Yeah, I was
That is a
thinking
fucking
tuna.
goldfish.
Here's a small child with like a Walmart price gun.
Oh yeah, that was
I
the.
like this
I was
one. This is a
yeah, I was in-
businessman hovering
yeah.
above the apocalypse.
about the child with the like the price gun. I was like I'm currently working like working on a Discord server, and that was the PFP for it for a while, and it was called Piss Ooh Woo for a bit as well.
It's terrible.
I
Please
know.
Don't use this as a platform to advertise your terrible Discord.
I'm not. No, don't join this, please. It's not even
Well, they
that.
can't,
It's
they
not
don't
even
have a
by
code,
that
which
name
is
anymore.
good.
Yeah, it's not even under that name anymore.
Look at this
It's
dude.
not even public.
What the? He's got like a tiny foot bath.
Yeah, dude.
Oh,
he's
dude,
stuck
no,
in his feet.
he's living the dream though. Like if your boss lets you have like a
I
little.
know, he
foot
looks
spa-
really upset though.
Well, that's why he's got a foot spa.
Why's this guy got a whip and a mousetrap?
Why is he whipping it out?
He's got some
Why is he
kinky
whipping
shit
a
about to
nan-nan?
go on. We're just gonna come down and we're gonna be looking at stock images.
Yeah, that's awesome though.
And then she's gonna scream at us.
Look at this guy.
I don't think she'd scream. I've never heard Miranda
That's
raise her
dude.
voice ever. Is it
From
dude?
Free Guy.
Oh.
It's
No,
from Free Willy.
Oh yeah, I guess isn't it? Wait. Oh, it is dude. Yeah, the really big buff like, chromosome deficient Ryan Reynolds.
I said Robin Williams. I thought that's a much different man. Why's this guy got a bowling ball? And why is he sitting on pallets?
It's a stock image. It's a stock image. Suits are a staple of stock images.
So I guess they are. This is the image of the boys?
It is not.
Yes. Yes, it is. Is it Girl Boss? It looks like Gwyneth Paltrow a little bit. It's just a lot of like James Bond wannabes.
Yeah, stock images are some of the best shit ever.
Yep.
Let me look up alien stock images.
Oh yes. All
On
right.
topic and amazing.
You have to we have to put one of them up. Look at them on the computer.
Yeah, here.
Save one, and then that'll be the background.
Ew!
Ew, women.
What?
That's gross.
Hey, come here. We're looking at stock
Matt
images
Pat.
now.
That's Matt Pat.
It is
No.
I'm
Matt-
the person that says they're gonna take a shower. and then stands
Matt
in-
Pat isn't real.
You want to look at stock images with us? We're talking about aliens still, but alien stock images. Look at him. It's pretty disturbing.
Wow.
I don't like this one at all.
Yeah, no, this one right here isn't very good.
It's downright. Oh, there's a fruity one.
I hate that.
Fruity, what?
Oh yeah.
Save it.
That
I'm gonna get
guy's-
to the other side of the
that's
table
really
for
good.
this shit.
I'll have to. Oh shit! Hang on. No, I'll have to come back to that.
You want to stream the
Um,
web page?
I am.
Oh, you are?
Yes, you dingus.
Sorry. I was looking at my own alien.
I really like this guy. He's
Also
kind of getting
getting my
down and funky
balls.
with it.
He's getting. This guy's just got some tea. This guy's just relaxing. Why is that one got pecs?
I don't know.
That one kind of looks like Twitch chat.
I should probably go and like have a
Go to
life.
sleep.
Yeah, and also shower.
All right. Good night, little man.
See ya, thou. Hope the rest of the podcast goes well.
Dang.
This guy's got a kind of a butt head. It's just the
Look at this alien.
his massive eye socket. This one just has a sombrero, but like it's textured, like designed to look like a UFO. It's just a T-posed one.
This one. He's got a little tummy.
Here's a good one.
I like the one that's hitting the yonky splinky with the long fingers.
Yeah, that's a good one too. Here's a little kawaii astronaut with his own
Why
little
on
UFO.
earth would you say that to me, huh?
This guy looks like he's charging up for a Dragon Ball Z
This
attack.
dude's got a butt head.
Yeah, I know, I said that.
Nuh-uh.
Yes, I did.
Nuh-uh. This one's got a pot belly and big feet.
It's recorded.
Kinda looks like Crazy Frog.
You look like crazy.
I do not.
Oh, yeah, here's the pot belly one that Rusty was looking at.
Gavin, look up a picture of Crazy Frog.
Oh, no! You can see my cringy waifu. Crazy
Do people
Frog.
these days know what Crazy Frog is?
I hope so. God, I hope so.
Little penis.
This is...
Yeah, he's got a little willy. Do you think you can find an image?
Yeah,
There it is!
there, you can see his tiny little peg penis.
I have an image saved where it's just a very crunchy close-up shot of Crazy Frog's wiener.
Why would you have that?
Because I think it's really funny that he has a penis.
It is pretty funny, admittedly.
Why would he have one? What?
To reproduce, dingus.
I thought Crazy Frog was like meant for kids.
I don't care what crazy.
Oh, this
Frog
is a really fucked up looking alien. I don't like it.
Oh, this one's got hips. That one looks like Terminator 2 effects.
Doesn't this one look cool?
Let me find
It's
one.
gritting its
Oh.
little teeth.
Oh, Rusty, look at this one.
This one really looks like Twitch chat.
Rusty, look at that one.
It's just a person.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
Some of these aliens trigger my uncanny valley a lot. Some of them are just really stupid looking.
God, I hate aliens.
This one looks like E.T. with like a human body.
I guess so, a little bit.
You gonna have nightmares about that now?
No.
Okay,
I'm
good.
just confused.
About? What are you confused about?
We're just looking at stock images.
No, not that.
What are you confused about?
I'm texting someone.
Who are you texting? You texting Mint?
Yeah.
Texting Joe.
About their gender?
Stop. No.
SMH. That's why I went downstairs earlier. You're being mean. Look at this buff alien.
Yeah, I saw that one too. He's really funny.
He looks like a bootleg Jiren. Oh my god, this one's got a fucking disgusting, grotesque back.
No legs. No leg
Oh,
day.
gross.
Leg day never existed for that man.
Fuck
Alien?
aliens, bro.
Yeah, well,
Ah!
holy shit.
What is this? Is this
Terrifying.
supposed to be an alien? Look at this.
Oh, what the hell? Disembodied head with 4 little legs.
Naruto.
It's crazy. Well, I mean, I guess anything can constitute as an alien.
Why is Present Mike here? He's getting ready to go into Area 51.
Go into Alien 51. Oh,
Planet
my.
51.
Oh, God.
You gonna watch that tonight?
No, God, no. Why would I want to watch Alien 51?
Look,
Planet
they're
51?
arresting. They're arresting an alien.
It's really
It's a
good.
realistic depiction of what America would do if aliens were real.
Yeah, probably.
This is Bigfoot shaking hands with an alien. This alien doing a peace sign. There it is.
That's fantastic.
It's got like the vaporwave sun too.
What is somebody? Is the is the is the idea like the alien's trying to force himself upon her?
I don't know. This is like a little girl.
No. That let me see that. No, dude, that's like a young adult.
Same difference.
It's not.
Look, this one can't believe it. This one right here. Like, oh my god.
He has fainted and
I like how they look like dumb little claymation creatures.
Yeah.
That one's head's not on right. That one's fucked up.
Yeah, his suit's like mostly hollow.
You think that the aliens have like genetic deficiencies?
Yes.
Like some of the aliens are fucked up and their eyes are too far apart.
Too far apart and too big.
This is
So
a
they look like-
Roblox. This is a Roblox asset for a Dragon Ball Z game.
That looks terrible.
I'm gonna turn your ass into Roblox, fucker.
Please don't.
Too late.
Don't do that, Rusty.
That's kind of rude.
Clap them Roblox cheeks.
Stop talking now.
Let me look up real reptilian evidence.
All right.
I think it'd be really fun if we did a bit where we watched YouTube videos about these stupid reptilians.
That'd be a bit.
Lizard smile. When humans smile, their bottom teeth are barely visible, but for reptilians they are very visible, like lizards. I could do that too. Am I a fucking lizard?
Maybe. You
That's
tell
having
me.
an overbite. Wait, what?
They're talking about how their bottom teeth are barely visible.
Yeah, it's called having an overbite.
It is not. It's called having lips.
Yeah.
My teeth are exposed. I know it. I'm not a reptile. I swear. I swear. Anyways, like there's Rhett. There's Donald Trump holding a dead alien. It's like an action figure of Donald Trump too.
Dude, can I get my Donald Trump merch? Okay, but like, how come there's not?
He has to lose to Joe Biden, okay?
All right,
He
but,
has
like,
to.
All right, listen. All politics aside, why isn't there a ton of Joe Biden merch?
Hey, can I have a figure of Sleepy Joe?
I want action figures.
Can I make him hit the dab?
I want T-shirts. I want
Is
hats.
there a real image of Joe Biden dabbing? Let me look it up. Hey Google. Joe Biden dabbing.
Lizardpeople.jpg.
Oh my God! It's on a shirt.
I know that Hillary Clinton dabbed, but that was gross.
Yeah,
Hillary Clinton killed millions of people.
that is an action figure, Donald Trump.
Speaking of Hillary Clinton committing murder,
Huh?
Let's cut to the celebrity rumors bit for this week.
Oh yeah.
So let's see. What is up? Apparently Eminem has been cited. I guess he went into a Starbucks completely, like almost completely naked.
Yeah.
He was just in his boxers and he was wearing like boxers that had his face.
Well, he was.
Like, you know the album cover where it's the like rock and roll sign on
Yeah,
his forehead?
yeah.
That was on the butt.
Well, that wasn't Eminem doing that. That was Slim.
That was Slim?
That was Slim doing that.
Yeah, he was acquitted of all charges because that's what he said in court. But for real though, he walked into Starbucks in his boxers and his slippers, his bunny slippers. And he
Eminem
said,
would wear bunny
yo, can I
slippers.
get a big coffee?
Can I get a big coffee?
And they said, sir, what the fuck are you talking about? And he said, can I get a big coffee?
He's like, do you mean a venti?
No, I want a big coffee. And he just kept saying it until they eventually involved the police and they had to escort him out.
And he saw
I
behind the
guess
counter.
he never did get his big coffee.
He saw behind the counter where they were working. He said, "That's an awful hot."
And then the police, they beat him up. They took him away.
I feel like
And he's currently awaiting his
I
sentence.
feel like Slim would have taken down at least one cop.
Nah, man.
No, dude, Slim could take on a cop.
They grabbed his balls.
Oh no, yeah, you lose immediately. That's like a win condition against a fight with a guy. Remember that, Miranda.
What?
The nuts are the win condition.
Okay.
Hacker jailbreaks John Deere tractor. Installs Doom. Wow. So we do know Doom can run on a John Deere tractor. All right. So,
You know Sakurai's being blackmailed?
how so?
Everybody else at Nintendo is like, we're gonna shit all over your beloved franchises if you don't continue to work on them with us. They've been doing this for the last few Smash Bros. Games, and I guess they did it again for Ultimate. They're like, well, we're just gonna take a deuce all over this game, and we're gonna put 4 Fortnite characters in.
What really surprised me was whenever I guess some footage came out of Shigeru Miyamoto actually threatening him with he had a gun up to his daughter's head. Why are you laughing? This is a serious matter.
I'm not.
All right?
I'm not. I'm crying.
That's a really funny cry you got there, Gavin.
I
But-
can say the same for
But
you.
Miyamoto, Nintendo, God knows what Nintendo had to do to get Miyamoto to do this. But he grabbed what was it? Sakurai.
Yeah.
Grabbed Sakurai's like baby child daughter and was like, if you don't
Rusty, don't do that. This is a serious story.
make the Smash Brother, I smash your daughter on a rock.
Rusty, okay, no. You made it. Ugh.
I can't believe it. I can't believe he would say that.
Club Penguin is kill. This is insane. How do we not get Club Penguin in Smash Bros?
Yeah, it's because the Miyamoto was like, if you put the grub
Rusty, stop this bit right now. You could tell the story, but don't do the accent. Don't do the voice.
if you put Club Penguin in Smash Brother, we will kill you and all of your family.
Oh.
Little known fact, Nintendo is ran by the Yakuza.
Oh, I believe it. Yakuza's got ties everywhere.
Yeah, Yakuza D's nuts.
That doesn't even make sense. You know what I've been wanting to play forever?
D's nuts?
For sure.
It's got Miranda's seal of approval, guys.
Well, no, I've been wanting to play Fieldy. And if you really look into Fieldy, it's like a spiritual successor to Sugundi's.
Let's not forget Ligma.
Ligma's a staple as well in the industry. No, but I've been wanting to play Yakuza 0.
I objectify
Zero.
women.
Yakuza Like a Dragon. And it was free on PlayStation Plus a little while ago.
I was looking at it too. I was like, do I want to install this?
Oh, dude, Yakuza Like a Dragon, it looks so goofy and stupid.
That's all the Yakuza games. I know
I'm so excited.
close friend of the show, Sebastian, otherwise known as Red Kool-Aid on YouTube.
Where do you get that name?
Where'd you get that name?
Shut the fuck up, you heathen.
But he, I guess, what was I even talking about?
Red Kool-Aid Yakuza.
Yes, he's a big fan of the Yakuza game, so I was thinking about asking him about it, but I never got around to it.
I've heard from a few people at GameStop that all the Yakuza games are pretty solid with like maybe 1 or 2 exceptions.
Yeah, there's that one where you kill Hitler. That's a little weird.
That is a little bit weird. You would think that they would reserve that for, I don't know, what's the German word for gangster? I don't even know if Yakuza's the...
Yakenbaken!
Yep, that's
Something really angry.
Yeah, let's just offend everybody.
Listen, I'm part German. I'm allowed to make fun of the language.
What does Yakuza translate to?
It translates to cool guy.
The word Yakuza, good for nothing, is believed to have derived from a worthless hand in Japanese card game similar to blackjack.
Similar to black.
The cards Yakuza 893, when added up, give the worst possible total. Why is it the worst possible total? Wouldn't it be like 111 or 999? Am I stupid?
Maybe.
What?
What?
Why is 893 the worst possible
You don't know
total?
the fucking game?
I don't.
Germa 893 here. Germa Yakuza.
Germa's definitely in the Yakuza.
Yeah, dude, do you see how many people he kills?
With Pete the Horror alone.
I'm telling you, buddy, he's on a time clock. It's only so long until he gets himself
What other
with
kind of
that.
clock is there?
The pain kind.
Pain a clock.
It's pain o'clock, penis boy. That's my favorite Clint Eastwood line. And then he like puts your balls in a vice grip or something. I don't know.
The term
that-
Yakuza, yeah, okay. Yakuza
I
adopts
was watching TikTok.
samurai-like rituals and often bear elaborate body tattoos. They engage in extortion, blackmail, smuggling, prostitution, drug trafficking, gambling, loan sharking, day labor contracting, and other rackets, and control many restaurants, bars, trucking companies, talent agencies, taxi fleets, factories, and other businesses in major Japanese cities.
Wow.
Yeah, so they got their toes
But-
in all the pools.
I guess like not as a bit. I guess they like
None of this is a
they have a lot of control in Japan. Like they're really the ones who are pulling the strings and stuff.
Mhm.
That's like a pretty open fact.
Well, for a little while, I remember sometime in Japanese history,
But I also guess that they're doing a good job. So
I learned this from a stupid video game. Was it from a video game? I don't
was
remember.
it Ghost of Hiroshima?
It was not Ghost of Tsushima. I think it was a video game, but essentially for
Oh,
a
yeah, they built the house too small.
essentially for a time, like the Shogun was like run by the military. Like the whole country was run by the military instead of like an actual figure
Yeah.
who was dedicated to running the country. So like the military general had more power than the quote unquote president, which is really weird to me. But I mean,
That's how it fucking works in most countries today. Or at the very least, you know, it's like an equal distribution of power.
distribution.
I'm gonna fucking fuck you, you know that?
Well, at least
Your
wait until
butthole
the
will never be the
podcast
same, my
ends.
friend. You have to go and get plastic surgery so they can recover what's left of you. You're gonna be called the One Cheek Wonder.
No.
I'm bringing it back.
Well, I mean,
Did they ever bring up the fact that Rigby has a damaged ass cheek in the show?
I don't think they do. I think it was a
After
big.
the Punchies
I
episode?
think it was a big missed opportunity.
It's the lore behind the One Cheek Wonder. It comes into play at the finale. It's like something happens and he has to use his one ass cheek. He loses both cheeks to the war.
He loses his other butt cheek in the final episode.
Yeah, he gets punched in the ass by evil Pops.
Oh
But Pops his ass cheek like a balloon.
Oh my god.
It's like blood and gore and everything. They have to show it on Adult Swim. Can you imagine that? He punches Rigby so hard he just jibs his ass.
Only his butt cheek.
He goes, oh fuck!
It's like, wow, this is deviating a lot from the source material.
Rigby looks like Dawn. They're all like action movie versions of themselves.
No, it's like an anime sequence.
Yeah. Because, oh, fuck!
Rusty,
Let Lou back in.
No. We've
I
been
already-
recording.
I already told you not to do
I was doing a wounded Rigby voice.
I
It's
don't-
not a racist Japanese
I
voice.
don't believe you.
You're getting
Um,
your knee pit.
Anyway,
Miranda's
I'm starting to run out of steam myself.
enslaved me to scratching her leg.
And that's kind of weird.
No, it's not.
I think it's weird.
I think I hate women.
Yeah, women are. Well, I
She
mean,
has too much control over me.
it varies from person to person. But for now, I think, unless Rusty has any closing thoughts,
I don't think so. I think we got all the bits out of the way. We talked about aliens.
talked about Slim Shady going into a Starbucks asking for a big
We
coffee.
talked about the hostage situation with the Shigeru Miyamoto.
Yeah,
All as well as it ends well.
I guess so.
Good night, everyone.
Yeah, good night.